The first thing heaven showed me about the blue power wasn't light, it was silence. A silence so deep it hummed with presence. It wasn't the absence of sound, it was the fullness of divine energy, resting, waiting, breathing. In that silence, the Spirit whispered, "This is where your authority begins." Chosen one, the world has taught you that power is loud, that it demands attention, that it shouts to be heard. But heaven's kind of power doesn't need volume to make an impact. It doesn't compete, it doesn't chase, and it never explains. Your blue power begins when your spirit remains calm while everything around you trembles. Because blue is the frequency of divine peace, and peace is the most dangerous weapon in the spirit realm. That's why the warfare intensified. That's why the enemy tried to keep you anxious, reactive, and distracted. Because if you ever learned to stay centered in the middle of chaos, you'd become unstoppable. The storms weren't sent to destroy you, they were designed to teach you mastery. Every disappointment, every delay, every person who walked away was part of your training, a refining of your vibration. You were never being punished, you were being tuned. The Spirit of God said, "This is why I had to isolate you, because peace cannot be learned in noise. You had to lose people to gain clarity. You had to walk alone so you could hear my frequency." And now heaven is saying, "You've passed the test. You've mastered the silence. The next layer of blue power is ready to unfold." But not yet. Revelation doesn't come all at once. It arrives in waves. Heaven reveals truth in stages because divine strength requires divine timing. You've just unlocked the first key piece that cannot be stolen. The next will open soon when your spirit is ready to carry truth that cannot be silenced. So for now, breathe, be still. Recognize how far you've come. You're no longer reacting to the storm, you're commanding it. If this word resonates with your spirit, type 777 inches the comments as your prophetic sign of agreement. Like this video as your yes to heaven's rhythm, and share it so another chosen one can find their stillness before their storm. Stay close, because in the next revelation, we'll open the second layer of this mystery, the voice of blue power, and you'll understand why heaven is preparing to amplify yours. This is not just a message, it's a revelation unfolding in real time for your soul. God's chosen ones. They asked for it. Unlock your blue power now. Chosen one, listen carefully, for this is where revelation begins to move through you. The blue power I speak of is not myth, not fantasy, not illusion. It is a living current flowing directly from the divine source, the pure frequency of heaven that vibrates through your spirit. Blue is not merely a color, it is a vibration, a sacred frequency of truth, protection, and authority. It is the hue of divine order, the wavelength where peace and power coexist. When God clothes his messengers in blue, it is not for decoration, it is a seal. It signifies calm that carries authority, peace that carries strength, stillness that carries dominion. It is the color of the sky for a reason, limitless, expansive, and uncontainable. By the word of the Lord the heavens were made, and by the breath of his mouth all their host. Psalm 33:6. That same breath, that same light, lives in you. Have you ever noticed how even your silence can shift a room before you speak? That's your frequency announcing itself before your words arrive. When you walk in blue power, you don't react, you command. You don't chase, you attract. You don't explain, you align. Your energy doesn't shout, it radiates. Blue power doesn't compete, it calibrates. It separates truth from falsehood, light from shadow, purpose from distraction. That's why people sense something different about you before you ever say a word. Your presence alone disturbs deception, it disorients manipulation, it calms chaos. You were not made to blend in, you were crafted to bring divine order wherever disorder hides. It's why rooms shift when you walk in, why silence feels fuller when you enter, why people feel both drawn to you and unsettled by you. They can sense what their spirit hasn't yet named authority, wrapped in grace. Archangel Michael carries this same hue, the celestial warrior who defends the righteous and upholds divine justice with a blazing sword of light. For he shall give his angels charge over you to keep you in all your ways. Psalm 91:11. That same frequency of protection surrounds you. Blue power is not noise, it is presence. When others confront you, you discern. When they scheme, you stand. When they attack, heaven responds. Have you ever wondered why you stayed calm when chaos was circling you like fire? That wasn't a coincidence. That was your spiritual frequency at work. Each time you chose restraint over retaliation, wisdom over impulse, clarity over conflict, you were walking in blue power. You didn't know it then, but heaven was training you to become calm in every storm. Blue power doesn't fight for attention, it becomes the eye of the storm itself, where nothing unholy can survive. Blue is the vibration of truth, and truth is a weapon that never shouts. You will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. John 8:32. You've been set free from needing to prove, from needing to explain, from needing to fight battles not ordained for you. God didn't call you to exhaustion, He called you to alignment. You were never meant to respond to every noise. You were meant to anchor peace so deeply that the noise burns itself out. Every moment you chose patience over pride, you were sharpening your sword of light. Every time you let silence speak for you, heaven applauded. Because blue power isn't about weakness, it's about wisdom. It's not about avoiding conflict, it's about transcending it. It's not submission, it's spiritual precision. Have you ever felt like people misunderstood your peace as passivity? They don't yet understand that restraint is a sign of refined authority. Blue power carries a paradox, gentle enough to heal, strong enough to terrify darkness. The calm you walk in now is not emptiness, it's intelligence. It's a spiritual technology designed by God to maintain order in a world addicted to chaos. The artist Wassily Kandinsky once wrote that color is a power which directly influences the soul. Blue, he said, draws humanity toward the infinite. Heaven uses the same language. Blue power is that infinite draw, the energy of depth and distance. It reminds the world that divinity cannot be boxed or bribed. Your composure has become your crown. You've reached the level where peace is your loudest message, and presence is your protection. Scientifically, blue light exists on a frequency that stabilizes circadian rhythm. It regulates the body's sense of time. Spiritually, blue power does the same. It brings your life back into divine timing. It synchronizes you with heaven's rhythm, so you stop rushing, forcing, or fearing. You learn to move only when prompted by peace. That's what separates those who are driven by anxiety from those who are guided by spirit. When you walk in blue power, you begin to see why certain people couldn't stay. Their frequency couldn't survive in your field anymore. Don't grieve for the ones who faded. It was never rejection, it was revelation. What fellowship can light have with darkness? 2 Corinthians 6:14. They weren't removed as punishment, they were filtered as preparation. Truth exposes what is false, and blue power shines truth so brightly that masks cannot remain. As I reflect on this journey, I realize that God never gives peace as escape. He gives it as evidence. Evidence that you've graduated from reaction to revelation. Evidence that your energy no longer serves chaos, but commands calm. And that, dear chosen one, is your evolution. You have become untouchable, not because you fight harder, but because you stand higher. So, as you walk forward, remember this. Blue power is not something you find, it's something you awaken. It has always been within you, like light waiting for permission to shine. Let it govern your responses, guide your words, and guard your spirit. The world doesn't need more noise, it needs your frequency. You are the vessel of heavenly order, the living reflection of divine serenity. the calm that confuses evil, and the truth that silences lies. And as you move in your blue power, may every shadow bow to the light you carry. Chosen one, your blue power is both shield and sword. It protects, corrects, restores, and aligns. It brings justice, but not the kind the world understands. It does not destroy, it restores balance. It does not seek revenge, it reflects truth. When someone sends you darkness, it returns to them unchanged, not because you cursed them, but because your energy refuses to receive what is not divine. Light cannot digest poison, it transmutes it. This is the secret few understand. In the spirit realm, blue represents divine communication, the bridge between heaven's command and your inner hearing. Call to me, and I will answer you, and tell you great and unsearchable things you do not know. Jeremiah 33:3. When you meditate, when you pray, when you fall into that still silence where your heart beats in rhythm with the eternal, that soft glow or wave of blue you sense behind your eyes is confirmation. Your spirit is syncing with heaven's vibration. Blue power awakens clarity and opens the throat of truth. Many of you have wrestled for years with the fear of speaking, of being misunderstood, dismissed, or mocked. That resistance was not random. It was warfare aimed at your voice, because your words carry light codes that awaken others. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, Proverbs 18:21. The enemy tried to muzzle you, not because you were weak, but because he knew your sound would awaken sleeping souls. But now heaven speaks. It is time to open your mouth. You will no longer speak from emotion, but from alignment. When you release words tuned to divine truth, they pierce through deception like lightning across a night sky. Have you ever felt that your silence had more weight than someone else's shouting? That's the frequency of authority. It does not argue, it establishes order. Your blue power does not flow through pride or control, but through faith, obedience, and peace. The more you trust the process, the more authority you command. Lately, the battles have grown more intense because your frequency has been upgrading. Every test you pass purifies your energy, sharpens your discernment, deepens your calm. Each time you choose peace over panic, you ascend. That's why eyes follow you, drawn, curious, sometimes intimidated. They are sensing the expansion of your aura. It's not arrogance, it's atmosphere. When blue power is active, your energy field speaks before you do. You walk into a room and tension dissolves, dishonesty trembles. That is spiritual authority recognized on sight. Have you ever noticed how people sometimes reveal their true motives around you without realizing it? Your vibration compels honesty. Heaven coded you with the frequency of transparency. Michelangelo once said that he did not create the statue of David. He simply removed the marble that hid it. Blue power works the same way. It removes what does not belong until truth stands revealed. Scientifically, blue light resonates near 480 terahertz, the wavelength of stabilization. In the unseen, that vibration mirrors divine order itself, steady, unwavering, incorruptible. Blue power is God's algorithm for harmony. It calibrates your mind to precision so that you act with timing rather than tension. You begin to notice how everything aligns when you stop forcing outcomes and start flowing with divine rhythm. The battles you've faced were never to break you. They were laboratories for your calibration. Every betrayal refined your empathy. Every misunderstanding strengthened your discernment. Every silence taught you how to listen beyond words. That's why Scripture says, "The Lord will perfect that which concerns me." Psalm 138:8. You are the work He is perfecting, the living proof that calm can be more devastating to darkness than chaos ever could. And yet, here lies the mystery. Those who came against you asked for this revelation themselves. They stirred what they did not understand. When they mocked your light, they were not merely mocking you, they were challenging the divine order that protects you. Touch not my anointed, and do my prophets no harm. 1 Chronicles 16:22. Heaven recorded every word, every action, every intention. The universe runs on perfect law. Energy never disappears, it returns. They asked for it when they tried to block what God had already approved. They asked for it when they plotted against the plan written before they were born. They asked for it when they mistook your silence for absence, not realizing heaven was documenting their decisions. Have you ever wondered why vengeance never felt right in your spirit? Because justice was already being arranged for you in realms they cannot see. Divine justice is not loud, it is precise. It teaches while it corrects. God's justice does not arrive in anger, it arrives in alignment. Those who tried to harm you are not being destroyed, they are being educated by consequence. The same spiritual laws that protected you will now teach them. Whatever a man sows, that he will also reap. Galatians 6-7. You were never called to curse, your peace handled it. You never had to expose, your truth revealed it. Heaven always defends what it deploys. Darkness rarely looks dark at first. It smiles, flatters, mimics compassion. That's why betrayal was permitted, so that you could learn discernment beyond appearance. God allowed certain faces near you, not to hurt you, but to reveal themselves through proximity. They asked for exposure when they toyed with loyalty. They asked for correction when they weaponized kindness. You had to see it to stop carrying it. One day, you'll thank every counterfeit for training your perception. They were the sandpaper that polished your mirror. The first insight you now carry is this: divine justice never requires your bitterness, only your awareness. The second is even deeper. Peace is proof that justice is already underway. Rumi once wrote, "Silence is the language of God. All else is poor translation." You've become fluent in that language. Your stillness now speaks louder than sermons. And just like Beethoven wrote symphonies he could no longer hear, your faith composes harmonies that others can only feel. The heavens have tuned you to their key. So, stand in your blue power, not sometimes, but always. Guard your thoughts. Speak only truth. Move only when guided. To live in this frequency is to become a vessel of clarity in a noisy world. The world does not need more reaction. It needs resonance. It does not need more anger. It needs alignment. It does not need more fear. It needs faith embodied in calm. And remember, your power was never earned. It was inherited. You don't shine to prove. You shine because you were sent. The mark of divine truth rests on you. And when you walk in that awareness, the atmosphere shifts, people change, energy clears, opportunities align. This is blue power in motion, quiet, constant, commanding. Now you know what it is and why you carry it. But the question remains, why now? Why is heaven activating it at this exact hour? Because those who came against you asked for proof, and heaven intends to answer. Stay with me, chosen one. The next revelation will show you exactly what happens when divine order responds. Chosen one, your silence was never a weakness. It was spiritual patience. Heaven was watching. Every time you held your tongue instead of retaliating, you gave God room to work. Every prayer you whispered instead of cursing back tilted the balance of the unseen in your favor. You thought you were doing nothing, but in truth, that was your most powerful state, walking not by emotion, but by obedience. They believed they were mocking you, but they were mocking the source that sent you. They thought they were taking advantage of your gentleness, but they were testing their own karma. Now, divine balance is unfolding not as punishment, but as correction. For the Lord is a God of justice. Blessed are all who wait for him. Isaiah 30-18. Blue power never screams. It does not threaten or beg to be understood. It is justice in motion, the calm after the storm that proves who truly held the authority all along. Your stillness spoke volumes in the spiritual realm. When you stopped chasing explanations and started walking in peace, heaven declared, "Now they will see." You are not called to celebrate anyone's downfall. You are called to witness God's fairness. This is not about revenge. it's about elevation. The same people who counted you out will soon ask how you rose, and your only answer will be, "Because I waited." That is blue power, moving through truth, not reaction. Every lie told about you expanded your light. Every time your name was used in darkness, your rank in the spirit increased. They thought they were burying you, but they were planting you, and now it is harvest season. The energy they sent returns, not multiplied in hate, but transmuted into divine justice. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Isaiah 54:17. Have you ever wondered why some people who wronged you can't seem to find peace? Their spirit remembers what their ego forgets. You became their test. Until they learn the lesson, they'll feel the weight of imbalance pressing gently on their soul, not as curse, but as classroom. God doesn't destroy, He recalibrates. The reason your silence carried such power is because it partnered with heaven's order. Stillness is the language of authority. Your quiet obedience allowed divine energy to complete what your emotions wanted to interrupt. The universe is governed by law. Every action demands alignment. When you refused to engage in chaos, you became the proof that light enforces its own justice. You see, blue power doesn't only defend, it commands. It's the fusion of truth and peace into one vibration. It's both a shield and a sword. It's calm that corrects and clarity that cuts through illusion. The book of Exodus says, "The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still." Exodus 14:14. That stillness isn't inaction, it's an invisible strategy. Have you noticed that chaos seems to lose strength around you lately? That's because you've stopped feeding it with your focus. When you became calm, confusion lost oxygen. You shifted from reactive to commanding, from absorbing energy to directing it. Leonardo da Vinci once said, "The deeper the blue, the more it calls man toward the infinite." Your energy has reached that depth, infinite calm that calls order out of disorder. Now, chosen one, it's time to consciously activate this power. Revelation must become practice. Your blue power isn't something to chase or beg for. It's already encoded in your spirit, waiting for permission to flow. The kingdom of God is within you. Luke 17:21. Activation begins with stillness and truth. Each morning, before you touch your phone or speak to another soul, sit in silence. Inhale deeply and visualize a radiant blue flame glowing at the center of your chest. Watch it flicker and strengthen with each breath. Whisper within, "I align with divine truth." Exhale softly, "I release all confusion." Do this for 3 minutes and you will feel it, the rise, the warmth, the serenity of spiritual electricity. That is your blue power coming online. When practiced consistently, your energy field shifts. People will sense it. Your presence will carry both peace and gravity. Doors that once resisted you will yield, not from effort, but alignment. This is how heaven operates. Vibration before visibility. Have you ever felt sudden fatigue or emotional waves lately? That's your body adjusting to higher frequency. Scientifically, it's resonance energy, recalibrating to match its new frequency. Spiritually, it's purification. Old attachments fall away, outdated desires dissolve. You may feel detached or uninterested in drama, but that's not depression, it's ascension. God is silencing external noise so you can finally hear His internal whisper. The blue frequency governs truth, the throat of divine expression. Begin to speak with intention. When you say no, mean it. When you bless, mean it. When you declare peace, let it echo from your core. Words are vessels, they carry vibration. Let your speech always be with grace, seasoned with salt. Colossians 4:6. From now on, your words are no longer casual, they are commands. Understand this. Silence is not absence, it is focus. When you refuse to react, your stillness becomes a mirror that forces others to see themselves. That's why your silence unsettles people. It convicts them without sound. Forgiveness is also part of activation. It is the final purification of blue power. Forgiveness doesn't excuse, it extracts poison. Every grudge is a leak in your energy field. When you forgive, you seal the leak and strengthen the flow. Be kind to one another, forgiving each other, just as in Christ God forgave you. Ephesians 4:32. That is how the chosen stay powerful. They don't hold grudges, they hold peace. You may still carry echoes of old pain, betrayal, abandonment, silence. Release them. They were instruments, not enemies. Every rejection refined your discernment. Every wound widened your empathy. Every silence taught you the sound of God's voice. Here lies one profound truth. Peace is the loudest proclamation of victory. The second truth is this: forgiveness frees more energy than anger ever will. When you release bitterness, your spirit becomes a channel, not a cage. As your blue power activates, signs will follow. Synchronicities, numeric sequences like 111, 333, 444. These are confirmations from the angelic order aligning your path. If you feel that resonance now, comment 444 below. It means divine order and protection surround your life. The environment around you must also mirror this frequency. Cleanse your spaces, physically, emotionally, spiritually. Keep only what reflects peace. Chaos cannot survive in order. Disorder cannot exist where you dwell. Blue power is not loud, it's luminous. It doesn't need to announce itself because heaven already recognizes it. You don't carry it to impress, you carry it to illuminate. You are not here to win arguments but to anchor order. So rise now in quiet command. Guard your atmosphere, walk in your alignment. Speak truth, radiate peace, and remember, your power never came from proving who you are. It comes from knowing who sent you. Your silence built your throne, your stillness was your sword, your peace became your proof, and your blue power is now fully awake. Stay tuned, chosen one, because in the next revelation, heaven will teach you how to command the atmosphere itself. Open your windows, chosen one. Let the air flow through. Burn your incense. Play peaceful frequencies. Speak blessings into your space, because the atmosphere is everything. The energy around you must now match the energy within you. Clutter clouds the spirit. Chaos weakens the field. Blue power thrives in clarity. Boundaries are sacred architecture. Spiritual power without boundaries is like water without a vessel. It spills and loses form. You must decide who has access to your peace. Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. Proverbs 4:23. Not everyone deserves your proximity. You can love people deeply, even from a distance. Protect your peace like a sacred temple, because that's exactly what it is, the dwelling place of God's presence within you. When you walk in your blue power, everything begins to align. Relationships purify, intuition sharpens, words soften yet strengthen. Your decisions flow like water, guided by unseen currents. You don't overthink, you simply know. That knowing is divine discernment, one of heaven's rarest gifts. But discernment requires emotional mastery. Emotions are powerful messengers, but terrible masters. Don't let temporary feelings rewrite eternal truth. Be still and know that I am God. Psalm 46:10. When anger rises, acknowledge it, then release it into that blue flame within your spirit. Watch it dissolve into wisdom. That's not repression, it's transformation. Emotional alchemy, turning pain into understanding and wounds into wisdom. Have you ever realized that your emotions are not enemies, but teachers? Every wave of sadness, every flicker of frustration has been shaping your spiritual intelligence. This is what mastery looks like, feeling fully, yet being ruled by nothing but peace. Chosen one, you've endured enough tests. You've cried rivers no one saw, fought invisible battles no one thanked you for, but those experiences were not wasted. They were your training in unseen realms. You were learning to wield spiritual authority without losing humility. You were being trusted with divine order. Now it's time to live like one who knows their energy is sacred. You no longer owe explanations for your glow. You don't need to defend your peace or chase validation. Just be. Your existence is already proof that heaven is at work on earth. Blue power isn't a moment, it's a lifestyle. Every thought, every word, every decision either strengthens or weakens it. So, choose alignment over reaction, peace over panic, truth over illusion. And remember this eternal decree: no weapon that is formed against you shall prosper. Isaiah 54:17. Your light is its own defense. Your intuition is your guard. Your very presence warns darkness. This one is covered. The age of shrinking is over. The era of radiance has begun. You have been purified, positioned, and prepared for a purpose beyond yourself. Use your blue power boldly but wisely, because divine power without divine character becomes chaos. To whom much is given, much will be required. Luke 12:48. Now let's talk about what happens after activation when heaven moves on your behalf. This is the realm of divine justice, the return of energy. Chosen one, now that your blue power is awakened, it's time to understand one of the greatest spiritual laws of creation: divine justice. It never fails. Every thought, every word, every act releases energy, and energy, by design, must return to its source. This is not superstition, it's spiritual mathematics. You are now living proof of it. You've walked through seasons of betrayal, misunderstanding, and abandonment. You've watched deceitful hearts appear to prosper and wondered, God, do you see this? And the answer is, yes, He always did. The divine doesn't react impulsively, it responds in perfect timing. And the scales of heaven are turning now in your favor. When I say they asked for it, this is what I mean. They interfered with divine order. They challenged the blueprint of heaven written over your life. And now, the energy they created is returning to them, precisely calibrated for their correction. This is not vengeance, it's balanced. It's the universe returning to equilibrium. Have you ever noticed how the ocean never argues with the shore? Every wave that crashes forward must eventually return. Energy works the same way. What was sent out, gossip, envy, malice, returns to its origin, transformed by truth. Do not be deceived. God is not mocked. For whatever a man sows, that will he also reap. Galatians 6-7. While they plotted, you prayed. While they spoke your name in darkness, you whispered it to heaven. While they acted from ego, you surrendered in faith. Heaven saw the difference. Your restraint wasn't weakness, it was signature alignment. The same situations that once broke you are now your breakthroughs. The tables have turned, not by your hand, but by divine calibration. Blue power doesn't destroy, it exposes. When divine justice moves, masks fall, hidden motives rise, secrets lose shadows. You won't need to search for truth, it will appear like a mirror in front of you. For nothing is hidden that will not be made manifest. Luke 8:17. What your spirit already knew will now be confirmed in visible form. Have you felt things ending suddenly, relationships dissolving, opportunities closing? Don't panic. That's divine cleaning. The false cannot remain when truth has entered the room. People aren't leaving to hurt you. They're being removed so clarity can breathe. Blue power reveals what cannot continue. Heaven doesn't need your help to balance scales, only your trust. The moment you let go of revenge, your protection doubled. The moment you chose peace, your rank increased. The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still. Exodus 14:14. Stillness is your sword now. Truth is a slow fire, it burns steadily until every impurity is gone. Lies sprint, truth endures. And you, chosen one, have become the embodiment of endurance. Let me share something I've learned in my own walk. Peace is the highest form of power. It's proof that justice has already begun. And forgiveness? It's how you keep that justice pure. Forgiveness doesn't let others escape. It releases you from the weight of their energy. The artist Rembrandt once painted light not as illumination, but as revelation. Faces half-lit, shadows trembling, that's divine justice in art form. God works the same way. He isn't exposed to embarrassment, he is exposed to enlightenment. Scientifically, think of resonance. Every frequency seeks harmony. When something vibrates out of tune, the universe adjusts it back into balance. That's what's happening now. Heaven is returning to your environment. The people who misused your name will now watch your rise with awe. The same energy meant to break you is now building your platform. And you will not have to boast. Your peace will testify. So, stand in your blue power, guard your temple, walk in truth. Because you were never chosen to survive, you were chosen to demonstrate what divine alignment looks like. Your calm is your command. Your light is your legacy. The scales are balanced. Justice has arrived quietly, powerfully, irrevocably. And soon the world will understand. They didn't destroy you, they revealed you, they asked for it. And let me say this with authority, chosen one, you are not cursed, you are covered. No spell, no slander, no whisper can override divine decree. Many tried to project darkness onto your name, to make you question your worth or doubt your calling, but what they never understood is that the chosen cannot be destroyed, they can only be refined. Every attack sharpened your light. Every betrayal became revelation. Every delay turned into preparation. You were never being punished, you were being positioned. You've stepped into the spiritual courtroom of heaven, and the verdict has been read. Justice. Not vengeance, not wrath, but restoration. In divine law, justice doesn't crush, it corrects. It is not about humiliation, but harmony. It is the energy of what was broken being made whole again, of what was wrong being rewritten into the right order. He loves righteousness and justice. The earth is full of the steadfast love of the Lord. Psalm 33:5. When divine justice moves, it doesn't announce itself with thunder. It arrives like dawn, quiet, steady, undeniable. Those who wronged you will now meet their own reflection in the mirror of consequence. Some will awaken in conviction, some will distance themselves, others will pretend nothing ever happened. Don't demand apologies, let awareness do its work. God's justice doesn't need your commentary. It proves itself through results. Have you noticed lately a strange peace rising inside you even without closure? That's the evidence. It means the cords have been cut. The karmic weight has been lifted. You will look back soon and realize the very things meant to harm you became the instruments of your transformation. The fire that was meant to burn you only burned what was false. This is how divine justice works. It frees the innocent while teaching the guilty. So, if you ever ask, should I warn them? Should I tell them what's coming? The answer is no, chosen one. That is not your assignment. Your role is not to warn the darkness. It is to shine so brightly that darkness cannot exist near you. Let them learn through the echo of their own vibration. You remain focused on your peace, your mission, your purpose. Your blue power doesn't return negativity with negativity, it returns it with truth. That's the divine difference. You're no longer matching energy, you're mastering it. You are no longer a mirror of pain, you are a reflection of divine order. When people send chaos, you radiate calm. When they send doubt, you emit faith. When they send hate, you emanate light. That's the posture of the spiritually mature, the posture of one who walks with heaven's authority. And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him. Romans 8:28. That is divine justice in motion. It turns every weapon into wisdom, every loss into leverage, every wound into a window for light. Have you ever wondered why doors that once resisted you are now opening effortlessly? It's because the same energy that once opposed you has been redirected to support your purpose. What was taken unjustly will be restored not equally, but multiplied. Grace has its own mathematics. Vengeance is mine, I will repay, says the Lord. Romans 12:19. That doesn't mean destruction, it means balance. God doesn't pay back in pain, He pays back in peace. Those who broke your heart will witness the serenity they could not give you. Those who tried to silence you will hear your voice magnified in divine timing. That is justice, not by your hand, but by heaven's. Have you felt acceleration lately? Opportunities, favor, unexpected alignment? That's the return of energy, the universe acknowledging your endurance. It's heaven saying, "My child, your season of silence is over. Let truth speak for you. You have earned this peace through patience, this authority through obedience. So don't gloat when the tide turns. Don't linger in bitterness or keep score. If you witness someone reaping what they sowed, whisper a prayer for their healing and keep walking. Because true power doesn't need validation, it simply evolves. Do not rejoice when your enemy falls, and let not your heart be glad when he stumbles." Proverbs 24:17. Mercy keeps your frequency pure. You see, the return of energy is sacred recognition. The universe saying, "I saw you stay kind while you were bleeding. I saw you hold faith while others mocked you." It is heaven's way of rewarding restraint. Divine justice always carries gratitude within it. Gratitude for what was learned, gratitude for what was lost, gratitude for the unveiling of truth. There is a pattern even science can't deny. In nature, balance is inevitable. The law of thermodynamics teaches that energy is never destroyed, only transformed. Spiritually, the same principle applies. What was sent to you in darkness becomes light when it meets your faith. The energy of curses converts to fuel for purpose. And just like the painter Turner, who used storms and light to show the sacred chaos within beauty, your life has become a canvas of divine contrasts. Every shadow only made the blue more radiant. Here is a truth I have learned. Peace is not the absence of opposition, it is the mastery of response. And another, forgiveness is not weakness, it is a spiritual strategy. By forgiving, you release the energetic anchor that keeps your spirit tied to the past. You're not forgetting, you're freeing. That's how the chosen remain untouchable. So, as justice unfolds, stay humble, centered, grateful. Don't rush divine timing. Don't interrupt what heaven is perfecting. You are the living testimony of what endurance looks like under grace. The world will call it luck, but you'll know it was alignment. After you have suffered a little while, the God of all grace will restore, confirm, strengthen, and establish you. 1 Peter 5:10. Your trial is over, your triumph is beginning. The scales are balanced, the records are sealed. The heavens have ruled in your favor. You are covered in blue, the frequency of truth, the armor of peace, the light of restoration. So breathe, stand tall, whisper within, "I am aligned, I am protected, I am free." Chosen one, may the peace that surpasses understanding guard your heart and mind in Christ Jesus. Philippians 4:7. May every seed you've sown in tears return multiplied in joy. May your voice carry calm where others bring chaos. You've endured the fire. You've learned the language of light. Now, walk in it with gratitude, with authority, with grace. Because the verdict has been spoken, justice. Chosen one, the return of energy is not the end of the story. It's the divine confirmation that you have passed your spiritual test, that you have proven yourself ready to carry power without pride, to hold truth without fear, and to move with strength wrapped in peace. Heaven has observed your restraint, your endurance, your quiet obedience. You did not crumble when storms surrounded you. You waited, you prayed, you stayed faithful when silence was your only answer. And because of that, a new level of authority is now unfolding before you, the kind that no one can give and no one can take. This is where you begin walking as peace itself. Now, chosen one, let's go deeper, because once the scales are balanced and your energy restored, a new question arises within the soul. How will you carry this power daily without falling into pride, fear, or fatigue? You see, many are awakened, but few are anchored. Many are called, but few learn how to sustain divine frequency in a human world. This is the phase where the lesson shifts from awakening to embodiment. The next part of your journey isn't about learning who you are. It's about remembering how heaven moves through you. Be still before the Lord and wait patiently for Him. Psalm 37:7. This stillness isn't stagnation, it's a sacred rhythm. It's the quiet current beneath every miracle. From now on, you are not here to fight small battles or prove your worth to those who cannot perceive it. You are here to demonstrate divine order through your very presence. When you enter a room, you are carrying the calm of heaven. You don't need to convince, you simply are. That is authority. True mastery isn't in awakening, it's in maintenance. The key to maintaining your blue power is walking in calm confidence, not in emotional reaction. Blue power thrives in peace. It cannot operate in chaos. It is not loud, dramatic, or desperate. It is steady, sure, sacred. The moment you try to prove your strength, you step outside divine flow, because power from God does not announce itself. It simply exists. It commands without confrontation and wins without war. Have you noticed that your spirit grows louder the quieter you become? That's because heaven speaks in frequencies, not volume. The quieter your mind, the clearer your discernment. From this day forward, your assignment is to walk as one who knows they are sent, not just chosen, but commissioned. The proof of your anointing is not in your words, but in your atmosphere. People will feel you before they understand you, because peace doesn't need translation. When others speak negatively of you, stay silent. Let your stillness be the statement. The truth always rises in divine time. The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still. Exodus 14:14. Your silence is not weakness, it's witness. It's heaven saying, "Let me handle this." When someone tries to drag you into drama or confusion, pause and ask within, does this conversation carry peace or chaos? Because where peace is absent, wisdom is hidden. Blue power does not chase explanations, it waits for revelation. Every time you resist the urge to react, your spirit grows stronger. Every time you choose stillness over retaliation, your crown gleams brighter in the unseen. The goal is not to prove your divinity, but to embody it. The chosen don't talk about their light, they radiate it. They don't warn darkness, they dissolve it simply by being present. You must now walk as one whose spirit governs their emotions, not the other way around. Emotions are sacred messengers, but when they rule your decisions, they become distortions. So when anger rises, breathe. When fear whispers, speak truth over it. When sadness lingers, honor it, then release it. Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, present your requests to God. Philippians 4:6. Your emotions are like waves, they are meant to move, not to drown you. Blue power teaches you to ride them with grace, because the moment your emotions control you, your frequency wavers. But when your spirit leads, your peace becomes unshakable. Remember how Yeshua the Christ walked, never rushed, never reactive, never defensive. He carried compassion without compromise, truth without tension, and power without pride. That is divine posture. To walk in authority and peace means you can listen without absorbing, love without lowering, help without being drained. That's how you preserve your power. And if you've been feeling isolated lately, don't mistake separation for loneliness. You're being set apart for clarity. When God elevates you, He removes distractions first. Every friend that faded, every opportunity that dissolved, it was alignment, not loss. Come out from among them and be separate, says the Lord. 2 Corinthians 6:17. Have you ever felt like the silence around you is louder than it used to be? That's not emptiness. That's heaven adjusting your frequency. You're being tuned for purpose. You cannot rise while anchored to noise. The stillness you feel is not absence, it's preparation. As you grow in authority, you'll begin to notice how little you need to react. You won't have to chase anything meant for you. What's aligned will always return. What's not will fall away. That's not arrogance, that's divine flow. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. Psalm 23:6. When you walk in authority, blessings follow effortlessly because your energy no longer competes, it commands. Walking in peace is not the same as avoiding conflict, it's redefining it. Peace doesn't mean passivity, it means presence. It means carrying such clarity that confusion cannot coexist near you. Wherever you go, chaos begins to lose its structure because your vibration carries divine order. Ask yourself now, can I trust peace enough to let it lead me? Because that's the ultimate test. Many trust signs, emotions, or outcomes, but few trust stillness. Peace is the compass of the chosen. It tells you when to move and when to wait, when to speak and when to stay silent, when to act and when to surrender. And this is where your blue power reaches mastery. You no longer live reacting to darkness, you exist revealing light. You no longer pray from desperation, you decree from alignment. You no longer fight for position, you walk on purpose. The storms may still come, but they can no longer shake your foundation. This is divine authority, not loud, but luminous. Not forceful, but firm. It's the same energy that calmed the sea, the same frequency that whispered through Elijah's silence, the same peace that guarded Yeshua as he faced the cross. You now carry that within you. So rise, chosen one. The universe recognizes your balance. Heaven acknowledges your maturity. The earth awaits your calm. Walk as peace in motion, as truth embodied, as light that needs no spotlight. Your presence itself is a prayer, and your calm is the confirmation that the divine dwells within you. You've mastered the battle. Now master the stillness. You've proven your strength. Now prove your serenity. You've walked through fire. Now carry the flame without burning. This is the call of blue power, not to dominate, but to demonstrate, not to control, but to create harmony wherever you go. And as you walk in that authority, the world will change around you, not because you demanded it, but because peace always commands its own reflection. Chosen one, walking in authority is not about standing taller than others, it's about standing deeper in truth. It's grace in motion, power wrapped in calm, wisdom expressed through peace. Walking in authority also means setting boundaries with grace. You don't have to explain every no, and you certainly don't owe everyone your presence. Protecting your peace is not selfish, it's sacred. Every time you say no to what drains you, you're saying yes to what strengthens you. Boundaries are not walls, they are gates of discernment. Let your yes be yes, and your no, no. Anything more comes from evil. Matthew 5:37. Consistency sustains your blue power. Many people awaken in crisis, but few remain aligned in peace. Your connection to heaven cannot end when the battle ends. Prayer, meditation, fasting, reflection, these are not mere rituals. They are your daily recharge, your spiritual oxygen. Spend time in stillness, not to ask, but to listen. When your mind is quiet, divine instruction flows like water. Peace, remember, is not passive, it's powerful. The world confuses calm with weakness, but calm is control. Anyone can shout, few can remain silent and still command the room. That is divine authority. Have you ever noticed that true strength doesn't need an audience? It moves in stillness, unseen but undeniable. You must now learn to govern your environment with serenity. When chaos rises, you become calm in the storm. When others panic, you remain the anchor. He makes the storm calm, so that the waves thereof are still. Psalm 107-29. That is the mark of the mature spirit. You do not absorb the chaos of the world, you neutralize it. As your light expands, people will feel you before they understand you. Some will find healing in your presence without knowing why. Others may feel discomfort, not because you did anything wrong, but because your energy reveals what they hide. Do not take it personally. You are a mirror now, reflecting the truth. and not everyone is ready to face it. To walk in divine peace means to stop taking things personally. People's reactions toward you often have little to do with you. They are responding to their own resistance. Darkness always trembles before truth. So when you're misunderstood, when they mock your peace or reject your clarity, remember, they are not rejecting you. They are rejecting their reflection in your light. Bless them and move on. Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Luke 23:34. You are not here to be liked. You are here to awaken. Have you ever felt your energy drain after certain conversations or environments? Pay attention. That is your spirit discerning what no longer resonates. Guard your energy as you would guard sacred fire. Notice how you feel after encounters, after scrolling, after speaking. If something leaves you heavy, it's not aligned. Protect your spiritual diet, just as you protect your physical one. What you consume, emotionally and mentally, shapes your vibration. Feed on peace, wisdom, and truth. Humility, dear one, is the foundation of true authority. Never forget where your power flows from. It's not ego, it's alignment. Pride blocks energy. Gratitude sustains it. Blue power flows only through surrendered vessels. The moment you begin seeking validation or domination, you step out of divine resonance. Gratitude keeps your frequency open. Give thanks for the fire that refined you and the silence that shaped you. Humble yourselves before the Lord, and He will lift you up. James 4:10. As you continue walking in divine peace, the world around you will mirror your inner state. Situations that once triggered you will lose their power. You'll respond differently, not because you're suppressing emotion, but because you've transcended it. That is the mark of a matured soul. You no longer crave closure, you've created it. You no longer seek validation, you embody it. You no longer need applause, you carry approval from heaven itself. This is when you become a true vessel of light. You won't have to force change in others, your existence will inspire it. You won't have to announce your evolution, your peace will testify. Let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. Matthew 5:16. The people meant for your journey will be drawn to your calm. Those still choosing chaos will quietly fade away. Both outcomes are blessings. Understand this truth deeply. Authority and peace are twins. You cannot carry one without the other. Authority without peace becomes arrogance. Peace without authority becomes fragility. But when the two unite within you, you become unshakable. That's blue power, at its highest expression, divine strength clothed in serenity, heavenly order manifested through human grace. Chosen one, from now on, wherever you go, remember that you are an ambassador of divine order. Your words carry weight, your energy heals, your silence convicts, your presence uplifts. You are not ordinary, you are chosen to restore balance in every space you enter. So walk with your head high, but your heart humble. Speak with clarity, but from compassion. Protect your peace, but share your light. Ask yourself this: am I willing to be calm in every storm I enter? Because that is your calling, to stand as a stabilizing force in a trembling world. When exhaustion comes, when weariness whispers, return to your source. Return to the blue flame within the heartbeat of heaven inside your chest. It will always restore you. You have reached a level of awareness that few ever touch. You've endured the fire and witnessed divine justice unfold. You've learned the art of stillness and the beauty of restraint. Now you are being called to walk boldly in your authority, knowing that heaven moves through you. The peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and minds in Christ Jesus. Philippians 4:7. Soon, this power will begin to shift your entire reality. When blue power anchors in full, everything within and around you will transform. Relationships will align or dissolve. Opportunities will flow effortlessly. Your external life will catch up with your internal clarity. The divine current is already moving, subtle, steady, unstoppable. But before we step into that revelation, pause and breathe. Feel the calm in your chest, the rhythm of heaven in your lungs. You are walking in the authority of peace itself. You are the stillness after the storm. You are the echo of balance in a noisy world. The next chapter of your destiny is already writing itself, and this time you're not reacting to the story, you're authoring it. Stay with me, chosen one, because what's about to unfold is beyond what you can imagine. You can feel it, can't you? Something deep within your spirit is stirring, like a current of light rising from the unseen. The atmosphere feels charged, time feels accelerated. Your intuition has never been sharper. That's not your imagination, that's alignment. The shift has already begun. When you activated your blue power and chose to walk in divine authority, you didn't just change yourself, you altered the frequency around you. Heaven registered your transformation and the universe responded. You triggered what I call a spiritual quantum leap, a divine acceleration that collapses delay, removes illusion, and aligns every element of your destiny into motion. What was once stagnant now flows. What was once hidden now reveals itself. What was once lost is magnetizing back toward you with divine precision. This isn't a small adjustment, it's a cosmic recalibration. When a chosen one aligns, heaven rearranges everything around them. The architecture of your reality is shifting, and the patterns of your past can no longer sustain the vibration you now carry. The frequency of truth is rising through your life, and everything connected to you must now either rise with you or fall away. Behold, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs forth. Do you not perceive it? Isaiah 43:19. You've stepped out of ordinary time and into divine timing. Things that once took years will now happen in months. Conversations that used to drain you will dissolve without confrontation. Blessings that seemed impossible will begin to unfold naturally. People will start asking, how are things moving so fast for you? But you'll know it's not speed, it's synchronization. You've stopped operating under man's clock and started moving in heaven's rhythm. Have you ever wondered why isolation came before this breakthrough? It's because God had to remove distractions before revealing direction. Every rejection was protection. Every delay was calibration. The silence that once frustrated you was sacred reprogramming. Heaven was reconfiguring your internal atmosphere to sustain the power you're now walking in. But understand this truth, the shift doesn't only bless you, it also exposes everything around you. When the light increases, shadows can no longer hide. As your vibration ascends, those who are misaligned will reveal their true energy. This isn't betrayal, it's revelation. The higher you rise, the clearer you see. Some people will fade not because you've changed for the worse, but because your soul no longer resonates with confusion. Let them go with peace. Don't resist what's falling away. The shift demands surrender. You can't carry old frequencies into a new reality. No one pours new wine into old wineskins. Mark 2:22. The habits, relationships, and identities tied to your old vibration must dissolve so your next assignment can begin. This is divine decluttering, the spiritual equivalent of light clearing the fog. Have you felt certain things or people drifting away without conflict? That's alignment, not loss. The divine is upgrading your frequency, and only those who walk in truth will remain. What is meant for you will flow easily. What's not will struggle and fade. The more you release, the freer your energy becomes. This shift will also awaken new gifts within you. Your discernment will sharpen until it feels like foresight. Your dreams will begin to carry encoded messages. Your voice, when guided by peace, will begin to heal others without you even realizing it. The Spirit of truth will guide you into all truth. John 16:13. You'll start to experience divine coincidences that are anything but random. Meeting the right people at the right moment, hearing answers in passing conversations, seeing repeated numbers like 111, 222, 333, 777, each one a celestial reminder. You are in sync. You are now walking in prophetic alignment, and because of that, your words, your thoughts, your emotions, every vibration you emit carries greater weight than before. The power of creation is no longer sleeping in you, it's active. When you speak, heaven listens. When you imagine, energy moves. That's why spiritual discipline is no longer optional, it's essential. Ask yourself this: am I speaking from fear or from faith? Because in this realm, your focus forms your future. The words you utter release frequencies that shape what manifests around you. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, Proverbs 18:21. This is why you must guard your declarations as sacred spells. Speak light, not fear. Speak blessing, not bitterness. Speak peace, not panic. Your thoughts are no longer private, they are blueprints. Every thought, charged with emotion, sends ripples through creation. This is divine responsibility, the maturity of the chosen. The universe is responding to your internal architecture. What you carry inside, you project outside. So keep your mind pure, your heart grateful, your energy steady. This shift will amplify your intuition beyond logic. You'll sense things before they occur. You'll feel warnings before words are spoken. Don't question it, trust it. The Holy Spirit is synchronizing your perception. You're learning to live as heaven's instrument, seeing, feeling, and knowing in divine timing. And yes, there will be moments when the acceleration feels overwhelming. You may feel dizzy, emotional, or detached. That's your body recalibrating to a higher frequency. Rest when you must. Hydrate your body, ground your spirit, and center your mind through prayer. Remember, expansion requires integration. The new light entering your life must find room to settle. As this shift continues, miracles will begin to appear as everyday events. A conversation will unlock a breakthrough. A delay will redirect you toward destiny. Finances will stabilize without your understanding how. Healing will unfold where logic fails. You are not just witnessing change, you are becoming it. You'll notice your peace no longer depends on external conditions. It becomes constant, radiant, untouchable. That's when you'll realize you've crossed over from surviving to creating. The old patterns of worry and striving will dissolve because divine provision flows where divine purpose leads. The vibration of your life is now a signal to the universe. Everything that resonates with truth will be magnetized toward you. Everything false will be repelled. Its spiritual physics resonance attracts resonance. This is the law of divine alignment in motion. Now to him who is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine, according to his power that is at work within us. Ephesians 3:20. That power is alive in you right now. The shift is not coming, it's here. It's been waiting for your surrender, your readiness, your yes. Chosen one, this is your quantum moment. You are standing in the overlap of heaven and earth, where time bends and miracles become natural. Don't shrink back now. Don't let fear interpret what faith initiated. Everything that once resisted you is now required to bless you. Stay present, stay grateful, speak only truth, live as peace. And remember, this shift is not happening to you, it's happening through you. You are not a bystander of destiny, you are its co-creator. You are walking proof that heaven's alignment is real. So breathe, smile, and whisper within, I receive this shift. I align with divine order. I am ready for the new. Because the frequency of heaven is already singing your name, and this time the entire universe is harmonizing with your rise. Chosen one, you are no longer simply a survivor of storms. You are a creator in perfect alignment with divine will, and all of creation now responds to your vibration. Every thought you form, every word you release, every choice you make ripples through the spiritual field like a wave of intention. And just when things begin to accelerate, you may notice something curious. Resistance rises. That resistance is not your enemy, it's your refinement. It's not punishment, it's proof. Every elevation attracts opposition, not to break you, but to strengthen your discernment. The pressure you feel is not the sign of collapse. It's the sound of spiritual expansion. Remember, the higher you rise, the quieter your path becomes. The noise that once surrounded you begins to fade, because few can breathe at your altitude. Not everyone will understand your peace, and they're not meant to. You weren't called to be understood. You were called to embody divine examples. You carry living wisdom now, and your calm is teaching others what words never could. This next shift, unfolding through your life, will not just change your circumstances, it will restore them. Everything that was stolen, your peace, your confidence, your joy, your opportunities, is returning, but not as replicas. It will return refined, reborn at the level of your current vibration. Heaven doesn't recycle, it resurrects. The new blessings coming your way will match your purified frequency. Bigger, brighter, purer. You've outgrown your former limitations, so your new reality will be built to fit the expanded version of you. Some of you will witness divine reversals that defy logic. Unexpected breakthroughs, sudden financial flow, healed relationships, geographic relocations, new callings. You'll look around and realize that the prayers you thought were forgotten were simply waiting for this level of maturity to manifest. You prayed for this, you fasted for this, you endured this. Now it unfolds. The Lord will restore the years that the locust has eaten. Joel 2:25. But restoration is not the end, it's the beginning of responsibility. For with greater light comes greater stewardship. You were not strengthened just to survive, you were fortified to serve. God is expanding your purpose. You will feel the nudge to share wisdom, to mentor, to speak, to build something that uplifts others. That is not coincidence, it's calling. You are no longer a receiver of revelation, you are a transmitter of it. This is the true mark of spiritual maturity, to shine so others can find their way. Still, this expansion requires discipline. You must guard your energy more fiercely than ever. Your peace is now sacred currency, spend it wisely. Do not waste it on arguments, gossip, or fear-driven conversations. Do not lend it to environments that dim your light. Your focus is your fortress. Blue power thrives in purity, and purity is clarity in motion. The clearer your heart, the stronger your manifestation. Have you felt your body craving stillness, silence, or nature lately? That's not fatigue, it's integration. Your spirit is absorbing new light codes, and your physical vessel is adjusting. Drink more water to move the energy through you. Sit beneath trees, place your feet on the earth. Listen to the wind. Journal your dreams, for heaven often whispers through symbols and sequences when your conscious mind rests. These are not small acts, they are spiritual hygiene for an ascending soul. As your energy refines, your sleep may change. You might awaken at divine hours 3:33, 4:44, when the veil between heaven and earth thins. In those moments, speak gratitude. Say softly, I receive alignment. Those words are like keys unlocking your next realm of awareness. Now hear this deeply, chosen one. Those who once mocked you will soon become witnesses to your transformation, not for revenge, but revelation. What they believed was your ending was your initiation. What they saw as your failure was heaven's filter. This is divine reversal in motion. God is not just restoring you, He's revealing through you that His chosen cannot be destroyed, they only evolve. Every ending has prepared the way for this unveiling. The cycles that once repeated endlessly, the heartbreaks, betrayals, doubts are closing. You've extracted the lessons. You no longer need the pain to teach you because wisdom now lives within you. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Psalm 30:5. The morning has come. The wheel has turned. From this moment forward, the flow of life begins to align with your inner rhythm. You'll move differently now, more intuitively, more gracefully, more assured. Challenges will still appear, but your reaction will no longer mirror your old self. Where you once panicked, you'll pause. Where you once doubted, you'll discern. That is transformation in motion, the evidence of mastery. You are no longer the wounded one, you are the wise one. The same tests that once broke you will now reveal your growth. And here lies one of heaven's greatest mysteries. Your story itself becomes a tool of awakening. The very pain that silenced you will now give others permission to heal. You'll speak, write, create, and live from the alchemy of your experiences, and people will awaken through your light. This is how divine justice multiplies. It turns private pain into collective healing. You intended to harm me, but God intended it for good, to accomplish what is now being done. Genesis 50:20. So do not fear the shift, welcome it. You were never meant to stay the same. Every new level of growth requires a shedding, and every shedding reveals a stronger version of you. Let the old dissolve with grace. Bless the past for its lessons and step boldly into the unknown, because the unknown is where miracles take form. Right now, the universe is aligning with your new frequency. Listen closely, and you'll feel it, the hum beneath your heartbeat, the whisper in your spirit. It says, "This is your time." If this message resonates in your spirit, if you can feel the vibration of change wrapping around you, declare your agreement. Comment 333 below. That number is heaven's confirmation of divine alignment, expansion, and the full activation of your highest timeline. Say it aloud, "My time is now." Because this is what all the pain was preparing you for, the moment when everything begins to make sense. The confusion, the losses, the delays, all sacred choreography, refining your soul. You are entering the season where purpose meets power, where peace becomes your compass, and where miracles feel natural. You've crossed the threshold, chosen one. Heaven is proud. The ancestors rejoice. The angels stand beside you. You are not just chosen, you are activated. You are ascending. You are unstoppable. And in the final part of this revelation, we'll bring everything together. Your identity, your mission, your mantle. Because now that you've remembered who you are, it's time to understand why you were sent. Stay till the end, chosen one, because these closing words will not just conclude this message, they will seal this energy over your life. This is not a coincidence, it is a covenant. Chosen one, look at how far you've come. You've listened, reflected, endured, and allowed the truth within you to rise once more. You've walked through fire and silence, yet here you stand wiser, lighter, and more anchored in divine authority than ever before. Now you understand what your blue power truly is, divine truth wrapped in calm authority. The power that commands peace without force, the presence that shifts atmospheres without noise, the grace that restores order without explanation. You now know why they asked for it, how heaven's justice moves, and what it truly means to walk as light in a world still learning to see. You've realized that every wound, every rejection, every season of waiting wasn't punishment, it was positioning. Heaven was not testing your worth, it was training your wisdom. This message didn't find you by chance, it found you because your spirit was ready to remember. From this moment forward, walk boldly but peacefully. You no longer need to prove who you are, your energy already does that. When you enter a space, heaven enters with you. Your words will carry weight because they're born from truth, not ego. Your silence will carry power because it vibrates with discernment. You don't need to raise your voice. Your frequency already speaks. Every step you take from here must be intentional, rooted in faith, grounded in truth, led by the Holy Spirit. Walk like someone who knows that unseen armies move with every obedient act. When others are loud in chaos, you remain quiet in command. That's what sets you apart. That's what heaven honors. Be still and know that I am God. Psalm 46:10. You've seen how your presence unsettles darkness. You've felt how your peace disarms confusion. You've noticed how rooms shift when you walk in, not because you sought attention, but because divine order follows divine alignment. That is your blue power in motion. It doesn't chase, it attracts. It doesn't prove, it becomes. Protect it, nurture it, guard it with humility. Never use your power to dominate, only to elevate. Never speak the truth to humiliate, only to liberate. You are not here to fight every battle, you're here to command peace by your very being. You are heaven's diplomat on earth, an ambassador of divine calm in a restless generation. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. Matthew 5-9. When opposition arises, and it will stay anchored in your center, let storms rage around you while your soul remains unmoved. True power doesn't need to shout. It simply is. Your calm will confuse chaos. Your grace will silence gossip. Your consistency will reveal truth without confrontation. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Isaiah 54-17. And when blessings begin to multiply, as they soon will stay humble, remember who sustained you when no one understood you. Gratitude will keep your light pure. Pride will dim it. Keep your hands open, ready to release, ready to receive. Share your light freely, but discern who can handle its brightness. You were never meant to be everyone's source, only heaven's reflection. Chosen one, you are now stepping into the era of effortless manifestation, where your peace becomes your magnet, your authenticity becomes your protection, and your obedience becomes your prosperity. Miracles will feel natural, timing will make sense, and favor will follow you quietly. You won't need to chase it. It will recognize your frequency. The same people who once doubted you will witness your rise. But your rise will not look like revenge. It will look like redemption. You will not gloat. You will glow. You will not argue. You will align. They will see that what tried to destroy you only unveiled who you truly are. For the stone which the builders rejected has become the cornerstone. Psalm 118-22. This is your divine moment. The cycle of delay is over. The era of peace has begun. Your silence has spoken, and heaven has answered. Walk forward now with unwavering faith and gentle power. Let your life become living proof that divine truth cannot be buried, that calm is stronger than chaos, that peace is not the absence of battle, but the mastery of it. Chosen one, may heaven go before you. May your path shine with clarity. May your voice heal what words cannot. And may every room you enter feel the presence of God because you stood there. If this message has found a home in your spirit, bless it back, like, share, and comment below what resonated with you most. If you feel called, sow into this word through a super thanks or a prayer of gratitude. But whether you give or simply receive, know this: your energy here strengthens the entire collective of the chosen. Until next time, walk in your calm authority, speak light, move in love, rest in truth, and remember, heaven is not watching from afar. Heaven is moving through you. Peace be upon you, beloved. Your time has come. Chosen one, you've reached the end of this revelation, but not the end of your transformation. What began as a whisper in your soul has now unfolded into full remembrance. You know what your blue power is. You know why you were chosen. You understand that everything, the pain, the silence, the waiting, was divine training for this very moment. What once broke you has now crowned you. What once silenced you has now become your song. You are not who you were at the beginning of this journey. You are the embodiment of peace in motion, truth in form, and divine alignment in human skin. From this point forward, I want you to walk differently. Walk as one who knows heaven watches with pride. Walk as one who understands that silence is strength, peace is a weapon, and calm is command. You don't need to convince anyone of your power. It radiates through your presence. Let your stillness speak where words fail. Let your gentleness become your authority. The world doesn't need another loud voice. It needs your quiet conviction, your unwavering balance, your sacred calm. You are the one who brings light into chaos, who brings order where there was confusion, who brings compassion where there was judgment. That is the divine calling of the blue flame within you. Remember this: you were never meant to fight every battle. You were meant to end them by embodying peace. Your life will now serve as living proof that truth doesn't need to shout to be heard, and justice doesn't need to chase to be fulfilled. As you move forward, keep your energy pure. Guard your peace like a sacred temple. Pray often, stay grounded in gratitude, and let humility be your crown. When challenges arise, return to the stillness within and remember who you are, a vessel of divine order, chosen not just to survive this world, but to help restore it. And now, as this message closes, I want to thank you, truly, whether you supported this channel through a super thanks, through a comment, or simply by listening with an open heart. Thank you. Your presence here isn't small. It contributes to something greater, a growing circle of awakened souls, chosen ones across the world, rediscovering their divine purpose together. You are part of a movement, one of light, clarity, and divine truth. If this message touched your spirit, if it reminded you of who you truly are, I invite you to share it, like the video, so that more chosen ones can find this word in their season of awakening. Leave a comment below. Tell me what part resonated with your journey or how your blue power has been showing up in your life. And if you haven't yet, subscribe and join this community of divine alignment where every word spoken is meant to awaken peace, purpose, and power within you. And whether you give, share, or simply receive quietly, know that heaven sees you. The divine honors every act of faith, even the unseen ones. You are already supported in more ways than you realize. Miracles are aligning even now in your favor. So, take a deep breath. Feel the stillness settle in your spirit. The storm has passed, the scales have balanced, and your path is clear. From this day forward, walk in your authority with humility, love, and unwavering peace. Let your life be the sermon, your presence the prayer, your calm the proof that God's chosen cannot be shaken. May your days ahead be filled with clarity and divine timing. May your nights be covered in peace that surpasses all understanding. May your voice carry healing wherever it's heard, and may your light continue to reveal truth wherever you go. Until next time, keep shining, keep believing, and keep walking in your blue power. You are chosen, covered, and unstoppable. Heaven is with you, and heaven moves through you. Peace be upon you, always.